corner. The
Zora gets the fair. No, he is still living. There is another stop that Leo needs to come back from.
And
he gets the nair, and you have your Shine 2019 champion, Zora.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Smash and Chat podcast, a show about all things Smash Ultimate. I'm your host Midnight, and joining me is my awesome co-host and buddy Subside. How's it going, my friend?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I just enjoyed some nice mac and cheese, so I'm fueled up and ready to go.
Well, for me, I watched the new Pokemon Presents thing. I took a nap right after.
Yes. It's great. So I guess technically the first gaming thing we're talking about is not Smash related, but I'm more than down for it though. I'm pretty excited about the Pokemon Snap reveal, like the new Pokemon Snap, quote unquote.
Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks really good graphically. Probably because it's not developed by Game Freak, but Bandai Namco.
Ooh, shout out. Yeah. I was gonna say, when was the release date? I don't remember what. Like, did they announce?
I don't think it's yet.
It's just okay.
Yeah, no release dates.
It's in progress. Gotcha. Okay. Well, on the topic of reveals, I think we can talk about a reveal that we were hoping would have came out yesterday, and that is the ARMS DLC for Smash Ultimate. I think we were all anxiously waiting. I think yesterday was I guess technically today's the 17th, the day we're recording this, so the 16th was the ARMS anniversary of ARMS being released. Was it the 2-year anniversary?
I'm pretty sure it was the 3rd year. Yeah, everyone was expecting for the ARMS DLC to be announced yesterday for the anniversary, but we got silence.
That's crazy. I mean, Sakurai was asleep at the wheel for that one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's just like, we're not ready for you. Maybe there's still...
we're not ready yet.
Man. So, I guess the big question is, a question that's been asked for a while now is, who do we want, who do you want as the ARMS representative? Who do you think it's going to be?
Ooh, well, what I think what's going to happen is, it's going to work like how Bowser Jr.'s alts are going to work. How there's 8 alts for Bowser Jr. So what I think is that we're going to have 8 ARMS representatives, and they work exactly the same, but, they're just alts. So, Ribbon Girl, Springman, Twintel, Min, that skater dude, that gooey guy. I don't know most of their names, but that's what I think. That's how they're gonna work. Right?
Yeah, I haven't played ARMS before. Have you?
I don't. I've only played the demo, when it first came out, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing the demo, but I heard that the base game it wasn't that good. There's not a lot of content, but what I think is that it has a lot of potential as a game. Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought that there was gonna be an ARMS representative in the first DLC pack. I don't know why. It just seemed like it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, me too. It's crazy. But what I think what happened was they when they're developing Smash Ultimate, they already decided who was gonna be in the first DLC pack, aside from Violet or something. I think Violet was switched from DLC pack 2, honestly. So. And that's why the ARMS representative will be in DLC Pack 2 instead of 1. I think those two got switched.
Yeah, I would say, though, as far as the DLCs, in the past, I feel like there hasn't been a ton of hype for this ARMS DLC compared to the other ones. I guess it's just been a while, so maybe,
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
So, going back to a second about which the characters, which is going to be representative, you said that it's going to be, multiple characters and different, different costumes and skins.
Mm-hmm.
Is it at all off-putting, you think, though, that Springman's already an assist trophy in this game?
Well, to be fair, remember when Little Mac was an assist trophy, and then he became an actual fighter? I'm actually not sure if Little Mac is still an assist trophy in Ultimate, but it is possible for an assist trophy to jump to a fighter.
That is true.
So
that's true.
Yeah, so to be honest, I did expect an ARMS representative, and it's not really off-putting to me.
So, Okay, I guess the thing is, the only other stipulation that I can think of that might put a wrench in that plan is if, like, because I think some of the characters are, like, bigger than others. So, like, Master Mummy is, like, one of the, like, would be, like, a heavy, for example. And he wouldn't have, like, the same hitbox as, like, you know, someone smaller, like Ribbon Girl or a Springman. But I think, you know, there are enough, like, medium-sized characters that I definitely feel like that could be a possibility. But if you could only pick one representative, though, I'm curious, who would you pick?
Does it, like, would it have to be, like, who I want to be in, like, as the DLC, or who I think will be the DLC?
Well, it depends though. Is your answer, like, do you have different answers depending on?
Yeah, I do have different answers.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll like to hear both of them then.
Okay, who I want for the ARMS representative, I really like Min Min. Min Min is my favorite character out of the whole bunch. I don't know why. Probably because I really like ramen, but, like, I just really like her.
Nice.
I really like her character design in general. But for who I think will be the actual DLC, definitely either Springman or Ribbon Girl. And just like you said, like, if we're not gonna get, like, 8 different alts, I think we're gonna go with, like, the male and female, kind of like with Robin, Wii Fit Trainer, and Corrin. Like, 4 alts for male and 4 alts for female. So 4 for Springman and 4 for Ribbon Girl.
That's definitely a solid prediction. For me personally, I don't know why. I get that feeling, you know, that deep feeling inside. I feel like it's gonna be Ninjara. I really do. You know, just something about, like, he's not, like, the big headline or anything, but he's got a cool design, and I think, you know, like, the ninja aspect kind of, like, can lead to an interesting kit for moves as well. But I really want Twintel, and it's not for the reason you may be thinking. I also love her character design. I think she's a really cool character, and, you know, I think some female representation would be good. And we only had Byleth, female Byleth, for the first DLC pack, so we need some more female fighters, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, those are, like, some solid predictions, I think.
It would be hilarious though if it was, like, a meme pick, like Helix, like the gooey guy.
Oh my god, dude, he's so funny. I love his character design. Like he's great. Oh my god. Like, the reason why, like, I really want, like, if they ever make an ARMS 2, I really want that to do well, and I hope they fix, like, a lot, like, with ARMS 1, because I don't want, like, all these character designs and, like, this concept and this IP to go to waste, because
I agree.
It has a lot of potential, especially the character designs. I love the character designs of all the ARMS characters. Like, I've seen the official arts, like, when they reveal certain characters, and it's really good, and I want that to keep happening.
Yeah, there definitely is a ton of personality in all the designs, so hopefully we do get some good characters in ARMS 2, and they fix a lot of the issues that people had problems with in the first game. Okay, moving on to next topic. We got a bunch of tournaments, or tournament recaps to talk about that happened over the past week or so. So I guess we can start with the earliest tournament that happened, the longest ago, and that would be Naifu Wars 12. I think that was last weekend, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that felt so long ago.
Yeah, I know. These tournaments fly. These, you know, it's that I will say that's, like, the only good thing that's come from, like, the lack of LAN tournaments is that we're getting a ton of weekly tournaments. So if you're a big fan of quantity over quality of tournaments, I'd say, then definitely you've been getting your fix, because, I mean, hell, right now, actually, as we're recording this, the Juice Box 3 is going on. Hungry Boxes and Team Liquid's weekly tournaments going on.
Yeah, they recently, like, Hungry Box and Team Liquid just recently announced their Wi-Fi weekly. Yeah, Juice Box.
Man, what a world we live in, where Hungry Box is, like, the leading figure in online Smash Ultimate. If you told me that 2 years ago, I would call you a madman.
Like, every online tournament I see, like, I just see Hungry Box, like, as, like, in the top as a participant, and he's just using it for content. Like, it's really smart, and, like, he potentially could, like, win and get money out of it, but he's also getting money through content. It's amazing.
I mean, I love it, man. Hungrybox has been like, I know people like to meme him, with the, Hungrybox is in need of a major comeback, or the, the chunky soup ads or whatever.
Oh my
but like,
God, dude.
seeing his Jigglypuff is pretty hype, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Okay, so anyway,
He
getting off
comes to
top.
a lot of Jigglies. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
Anyway, going back to Naifu Wars, just quickly going, I guess for these recaps, I like to go over like, first, second, third place and whatnot. First place, the winner was Meister. So big congrats to Meister. Second place, Sonics. Third place, Fatality. Now, I think of those three, all respect to, all the people who placed first, second, third, but Fatality, man. That was one of his best online performances. And I really think that, like, going forward with these online tournaments, if he can keep up that kind of performance, we're in for a real treat, because he's been doing pretty well.
Oh yeah. So like you don't really see a Falcon in like top online tournaments. To be fair, I didn't really watch Naifu Wars 12 last weekend, but
I mean that's fair.
Like,
I mean there are a lot of tournaments, so we can't watch all of them.
And like when you say Fatality, it was a nice surprise. Like because I remember him doing really well in Smash 4, and I didn't really see him in recent offline tournaments, like not much in top 8, but I'm really glad that he got third in Naifu Wars.
Yeah, I mean it's also impressive because like, generally in all the Naifu Wars, there's no shortage of top talent like playing in. I'm just looking through the bracket now on Smash GG, seeing like other like top players. Samsora was playing in it, let's see, Best Nest, Leon, Rafi X, Riddles, a lot of great players. So, the fact that he made it all the way to winners finals without dropping a game. So, I guess, okay. Well, I guess on the topic of Fatality, I guess I can talk mostly about what I saw from these matches. So yeah, so definitely, I think he would say himself that Naifu Wars 12 was his best online performance. He got third place. He defeated Leon 2-1. He beat Best Nest 2-0. MK Leo 3-0 against MK Leo in, I think, winners semis. Against MK's Leo's Wolf, so not his Joker. But still, though, I mean, 3-0 MK Leo with any character. I know, that's still phenomenal. Unfortunately, he lost to... for him, unfortunately, he lost to Meister 3-1 in winners finals, and immediately eliminated by Sonics in losers finals 3-0. But still, regardless, fantastic performance from him. It was the set against Leo was one of the most hype online sets I've seen in a while, so that was pretty cool. Okay, another thing, obviously this podcast, we don't want to ever bring negativity. This is a positive environment. We always want to try to lift players up. But I gotta say, it's just going through the VODs, like on YouTube for Naifu Wars, it was very apparent which games that Sonics won, just based on how bad the dislike ratios were.
Yeah,
it's... Oh, Lord.
I'm not sure if it's like mainly because it's online Sonic or just because it's Sonics. Or both. I don't know. But, man, online Sonic,
online Sonic's a different beast, though. Like, I mean, honestly, like I'm not going to take away from the guy. Like, Sonic's definitely, obviously, very skilled player. I'm sure he recognizes that online definitely helps Sonic as a character, like all Sonics in general. I mean, that's just how the character is. He's extremely fast. His kit and like his obviously his speed being number one in the game, like, is very conducive to like camping out opponents if need be. But I think that Sonic still has a very aggressive play style. At certain stretches. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so going to grand finals of that tournament, it was between Meister and Sonics. And I thought when I saw that it was Sonic versus Meister, I was definitely leaning a lot towards Sonic, just based on the like the past history of when they play each other. And I believe someone in the commentary said that I think it was like 7-4 in favor of Sonics in that matchup online. Yeah, which is surprising. Interesting, yeah, because obviously because Meister is, top 10 in the world, and that I think a lot of people consider Sonic to be the oh, sorry, my phone's going off. Sonic to have the advantage over Game & Watch. Although I will say recently Meister came out with the tier list and he said that Game & Watch is even against Sonic, which I'm not going to argue with, the Game & Watch master himself, but I will say that, that was definitely a very intense set. Meister, I think. Yeah, Meister was in winner's side in grand finals. Mm-hmm. Sonic's 3-0'd him in set 1. So after that first set, I was thinking, reset. Yeah, so he did reset the bracket to grands. I was thinking like, oh, this is not looking pretty. But Meister showing great resilience though, coming back and winning it in the grand finals reset 3-1.
Oh, nice.
So wow. I think that is that's a very solid performance out of him. Happy for him. I will say it's interesting because like I feel like for a lot of other other players, if it was like Meister versus like anyone else, people would probably be bashing on Meister because like not because like Meister's a bad dude or anything. I love Meister. He's one of my favorite streamers to watch. He's a great dude. But like Game & Watch, everyone loves to bash on Game & Watch for his his kid.
He gets a lot of hate for Game & Watch. Like whenever it feels like for offline, whenever he wins a major tournament or like a really notable player, people just bash Game & Watch and him in general. But like for these online tournaments, it's just Sonic now, and like it looks like Sonic is receiving the same treatment just because he's doing well.
Yeah, I definitely like it's big, I guess it's kind of weird that like the focus or like the hate is kind of shifted over to the Wi-Fi warriors per se.
I mean, to be fair, it does seem like whenever I check Twitter, it seems like there's always like the character of the week, where everyone is like bashing on the character.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, hopefully when we go back to offline tournaments, that kind of we won't see as much hate towards characters like Sonic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're good for Naifu Wars, and we can go on to see which tournament is next. Oh yes, the Fight for Rights series. That was a phenomenal tournament series. Two tournaments, agree. East Coast and West Coast, both phenomenal. I guess we can start on the East Coast because that's what happened first. Mm-hmm. I'm sure obviously you can talk about you have Did you watch East Coast or only West Coast?
I only watched West Coast because actually I didn't really know about East Coast until you mentioned it like a while back. Then I was like, oh look, there's a West Coast one. Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch that. I gotcha. Okay, that's good then. I can talk mostly about East Coast then. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Fight for Rights series, both West Coast and East Coast tournaments. All the raised funds I think went towards great causes. 25% of the raised funds went to the George Floyd Memorial Fund. 25% went to the Minnesota Healing Justice Network, and 50% of them went to various bail funds. Very important, very very relevant topics to what's going on. Oh, damn it, Siri! I activated Siri. Siri, go on.
Yeah, Siri's at pro activism too, so maybe she's passionate to speak up there. But yeah, so anyway, great causes. I think again, obviously, I'm not trying to get super political for these episodes, but I think it's in these times, we're going. Life's hard enough as it is right now. Like, just remember to, treat everyone with respect and love and kindness. Don't discriminate. Just be good people. Don't need hate. Yeah. We don't need more hate in this world. Mm-hmm. But anyway, for the East Coast tournament, I don't know what the exact number was, but I think we raised about 3,000 for East Coast. Which I know pales in comparison to West Coast. I love East Coast. Tri-state forever. But I will admit that West Coast kind of smashed our butts when it came to that. But either way, $3,000 still to a good cost, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
Anyway, so first place was DeBuzz. Second place went to 8-Bit Man. Third place was Sharp, and fourth place was ESAM. I will say not as much top talent in the East Coast version of this tournament as compared to West Coast. But there was no shortage of great matches though, and I do want to talk about one match in particular. For me, I'll call it like the highlight match of the tournament. Was ESAM versus Sharp in loser semis. So I guess I could just talk through it. If you haven't really seen it, I can't really know if you can really commentate that. But it was Sharp's Joker against ESAM's Pikachu. So this was I'll spoil it right away. Sharp wins 3-1, and game 1, Sharp 2 stocks ESAM's Pikachu. Okay, with the Joker, which is I guess it's online too. So I don't know how many encounters they had offline, but ESAM's did I think has a pretty decent history against MKLeo's Joker. So the fact they got 2 stock game 1 was a bit surprising, or lost a set in general was a bit surprising. Game 2, Sharp 2 stocked ESAM again, and admittedly though ESAM SD'd the 3rd stock. Again, I don't know if that was a fault of offline or just misinput, but 2 back-to-back 2 stocks was definitely surprising against a player of ESAM's caliber. So game 3, ESAM beat Sharp in a fairly close game. Last stock, I think they're both in relatively high percents when ESAM finished out the game. And game 4 was very interesting. Sharp won. ESAM was up 2 stocks to 1. He got about, I think, 70% extra credit on his 2nd stock. And then I think it was down to last stock and for the 3rd stock. Got Sharp to about 120% to his 12%, I think it was. So at that point, I'm thinking okay, there's no way ESAM loses this. All it needs to do is get one back air, a dash attack, or a little extra damage, and then maybe finish it off with one of those moves. And at some point, I think he took Sharp to about 150%. So I think, there's a lot that won't kill at that point. And Sharp was able to bring it back with a Arsene down air into back air, which was I think it was at 60% he hit the down air, and he nearly KO'd him on that stock. And finally, Sharp was able to finish off with another Arsene back air. Arsene came at a very fortunate time. He was able to convert with him, because I don't know if it would have got the same results if he didn't have Arsene there. But a very close, a lot of resilience from Sharp. A little bit of a choke from ESAM, but everyone has those moments. It's all good. Yeah, so that was pretty much the big match for me, or that's the most exciting set in my opinion. And then we can go on to winners finals, where DeBuzz defeated 8-Bit Man 3-1 winners and 3-1 grand finals. So relatively easy work for DeBuzz. Not too much trouble there, as Rosalina was pretty strong against 8-Bit Man's Rob. And overall, just a great tournament. A lot of good commentary, bringing up a lot of issues. I mean, it's kind of the same deal with West Coast too. A lot of important topics being discussed, relative to the Black Lives Matter movement and social activism and protests and all that. So to not sound like a broken record, and obviously I've been talking for 5 to 10 minutes straight about this tournament. So I will I guess we can move on to the West Coast tournament, which I think was, not to bash on my home coast, but the West Coast tournament, might have been my favorite online tournament of the year so far. So I'll let you talk a bit about that.
It was really crazy, the West Coast tournament. When I tuned in, when it first started, I saw that the donation goal was around 2,000, not the goal, but they already raised $2,000 when I tuned in. And then by the end of the tournament, they raised over $8,500.
Yeah, I saw your tweet about how much money was raised.
It was absolutely insane. So looking at the bracket, so top 8 was in winners, Big D, Louis Money, MFA, and Void. And for losers, it was Bestness, MVD, JP, and Nico. Honestly, the most notable set for me was actually grand finals. It was
okay. I was gonna say, I was thinking that that was a pretty awesome set.
Yeah, it was Big D versus Louis Money, and it was insanely close. Oh my god.
Are you talking about the grand finals, the first set or the reset? Or both?
I was going to talk about it just in general, because Louis Money reset Big D, who's been basically like dominating the entire thing. So like for all of top 8, Big D, he 3-0'd Louis Money in winners, sending him to losers, which is why he had to reset. Against Void, he won 3-1, and then again, and then it was grand finals right after that, and it was like really crazy. Louis Money won 3-1 for the first set, and then just barely Big D won the second set 3-2. And
he pulled off the reverse 3-0, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah. For the first set, it was a reverse 3-0.
It's interesting because I also noticed that the first 2 games of the grand finals reset, Big D switching to the King DDD.
Yeah,
the
I saw that.
D. Like, that is something you don't see every day, especially not in a grand finals set. But that was pretty amazing. I gotta say, Big D. I want to quickly shout out one of my buds. Buds Tony from college. He was on the Big D train before I swear anyone else. Like, he just tell me about this dude, this Ice Climbers main, or this Ice Climber / King DD player. I was like, who's this guy, Big D? Like, who names himself Big D? Like, but man, I'll tell you what, like, watching him play I would be freaking terrified playing his Ice Climbers. It is so oppressive. Like, yikes. Honestly, like
what's insane? Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
All right. What's insane is that like all these Ice Climbers, desyncs, and like all these combos, like what he did on stream, like for like the entire time, this was online. So like imagine like if this was offline and like what he can do, Like if he could pull something off online, then he's like even scarier offline.
Yeah, I know. Like some of the combos he was doing with the desyncs and all that, like I've watched clips of Ice Climbers like trying to do these sort of combos, like these insane desync combos, and it takes them like 10 to 20 to 30 tries just do it in like training mode, and this guy can just pull them off in a high tension situation.
Yeah,
and it's so hyped. It's insane, I gotta say. Also like credit to Louis Money too, though, beating Best Nest and Void to make it to grand finals. Certainly very impressive losers bracket run. Yeah, albeit somewhat short because he went into winners semis before getting knocked down. But both very impressive performances from all sides.
To be honest, I thought that Void would win the entire thing because like usually he dominates like the West Coast usually, or like specifically SoCal, I guess, because that's where he's from, or like that's where he lives right now. And it looks like he lost to Louis Money in losers finals. It was really close too. Void was using Sheik and Pichu. He's been using Sheik for most of the bracket and basically pulling out Pichu whenever he needs to. And he lost to Louis Money's Dr. Mario. And I just want to say that Louis Money throughout this entire tournament, he's been using so many characters. Like he used Snake, Dr. Mario, Palutena. Let's see what else. It's just like a lot in general.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, did he? I don't remember. I saw a bit of the Void versus Louis Money, but I don't know if he hit him with a downer spike at any point. That's just like with Dr. Mario. That's one of my favorite spikes in the game. Just hit him with the Tims. Just boot him right down. Well, I will say like
on.
I love the Void Sheik though is easily one of my top 5 favorite like player / character combos. The Void Sheik is just on another level. So
it's clean. It's super clean.
Yeah, it's just God. It's like every time I watch it, I'm like, man, if only she could kill. If only she could kill. It'd be so much better. But like he doesn't even need those insane kill moves. It just keeps biting at you over and over again. Like you just feel helpless. You can't do anything. But yeah, no, certainly it was very close. Louis Money with the reverse 3-0, another reverse 3-0 to mention. So definitely a lot of exciting matches, I will say. Like, cause for the East Coast, I think I think every match within top 8 was either 3-0 or 3-1. I don't think there were any game 5s. There might have been like one or so. But not the case though for West Coast. Got the game 5 grand finals reset and game 5 losers finals. So definitely a very exciting tournament indeed, especially after top 8. Yes, no, but anyway, big congrats to Big D though. Biggest D, I guess, at the moment. So I hopefully, I wish him all the success. And more importantly though, than the tournament, like the actual Smash, is, all went to a good cause. Tons of money, super hyped that the community was able to come around such a great cause and raise, break its goal. I forget, I don't know what the total number was for West Coast. I thought they broke 10K. Or am I mistaken?
Did they? Huh.
I thought I saw in the tweet that they broke the 10K goal.
Oh, I think like extra donations came in after stream ended, because when stream ended, it was 8.5K. So wow, that's amazing. Then they broke their goal 10K. Wow. And like what's really cool is that like what Void was doing, he was streaming his run in the tournament, and for every stock he takes, he donates, I think it was either $10 or $20. And like because like he made it to losers finals, like he got to donate like a lot of money from like already, like he donated like $200 like already, but then after his run he donated like over $500 or $600, I think, from all the stocks he's taken. And at one point, Best Ness, he donated $600 to the stream to, I think it was to break 5K. And it was just amazing to see like how we as a community can just come together and talk about like what's going on right now, like as a serious conversation, and like what's important, and just to raise money for such a good cause.
I guess on the topic of sorry, voice crack there. On the topic of Void though, just going to quickly shout out, I think as of yesterday, I saw on the tweet from the CLG Twitter that was the 4th year anniversary of Void joining CLG. So big congrats to Void, and Counter Logic Gaming, they're super fortunate to have such an awesome player in Void on their org. Wish them all the best, and yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, yeah, so we can go on to upcoming tournaments now. And I know you just talked a lot. I apologize, but I think like you were the one who brought up these upcoming tournaments to me, which I thank you for, because they're very, very exciting, and I'm looking forward to watching them. But we can start first with the Domic's Atomic Arena tournament coming up on June 19th to June 21st. Yeah,
so basically like Domic's, if you don't know him, he is like one of the original animation YouTubers. Like those animation story time tellers, like he's like one of the first people to actually popularize that type of content on YouTube. And I've watched like almost all of his videos. I love the guy. He's great, and like he's such a good person too. And now he has an online tournament coming up, and the pot is $4,000. The cap for the tournament, it used to be like 4,096, but he recently raised it to over 6,000 attendees. And as of right now, there's only 5,477 attendees. So like if you guys
only 5,000.
Yeah. And by the time this goes up, I'm not sure like if you guys will be able to attend this, but yeah, there's a lot of space left. And what he's doing is, first of all, he banned Sonic throughout the entire tournament, which I find hilarious. Yeah, it's so funny.
I saw that on the Smash GG page.
And in addition to Sonic being banned, he's allowing the community to ban more characters. 4 more characters? Yeah. And as of right now, the community voted on Pikachu and Mr. Game & Watch to be banned. And there are 2 spots left.
I think, actually, as of right now, I think the vote ended for the next round of character bans.
Oh,
and as
really?
of right now, it looks like... did you not know about this? Am I spoiling this?
No, I did not. Wait, I could check it right now. Here. Just so you can see my reaction. I'm just checking Twitter. All right. It's Yoshi and Hero.
Yes, it's Yoshi and Hero. honestly kind of surprised with these last two. I mean,
Yeah.
Hero's got the RNG, but I don't know why. Man, Yoshi got more votes than Hero though, like 96 votes. Man, I did not realize people do not like Yoshi.
Oh, I knew that people didn't like Yoshi. It's just like I didn't expect for like an online tournament. Like for an online tournament specifically, I thought that it would be obviously Sonic, but I thought it would be Zelda, Ness, and Palu at least, because like those are the Wi-Fi characters that people talk about, I guess, and maybe Game & Watch too.
All right,
Probably.
I mean, you're really gonna come after my Palu, huh? I wasn't gonna go there, man. But I mean, let's be real with ourselves here. I'm honestly kind of surprised that that Young Link not banned here, or not Young Link, Toon Link, whatever. All the
Toon
links,
Link.
No
one plays Toon Link. Come on.
Nah, I kid. He's pretty honest. But yeah, I'm surprised though. I mean, like the usual suspects, like Ness, Zelda, they were also within the voting, but they did not get nearly as many as Yoshi and Hero. So
yeah,
just to recap quickly, the 5 bans for the tournament: Sonic, Pikachu, Game & Watch, Yoshi, and Hero. So very cool idea though, because all the donations, or I think maybe not all of them, maybe half of it, went towards Black Lives Matter activist stuff. So also good to see more donations for that.
Apparently registration closes today, so by the time this goes up, you probably can't register anymore.
Well, sorry folks, if you're watching this right now and you didn't sign up, there's always next year, maybe. It's okay though. I mean,
you might do it again.
Yeah, I mean, for all you Sonic mains and Game & Watch mains out there, F's in the chat. But yeah, anyway though, it's see, I'm trying to see notable attendees for this tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, we got Hungrybox, who's been playing in everything, I feel like, but that's always fun. Cosmos, Fatality, Wadi, Rafi-X, Best Nest, Riddles. I think that's most of the notables. I'm sure there are others that I just don't have up on my screen right now. Yeah, so pretty decent cast so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I recognize.
So another notable thing, another part of the tournament that's also going to be pretty exciting is the Creator Meltdown, an exhibition match. That's going to be featuring Domic himself, Circle Tunes, Tier Zoo, Caleb City, Rubber Ninja, or Ross, formerly of Game Grumps, and Jaden Animation. So a ton of very popular animators and sketch artists going to be participating in this exhibition match. There's a fund goal for it. Which I think as of now it's about 50% raised with about 5 days left. I don't know if it's contingent on if the goal is met or if they're just gonna do it anyway. But hopefully, if we do see it, it's gonna be interesting stuff.
I love like all these creators participating in it because like I pretty much like watch all of them, and I'm really glad that they're getting involved in this too. And like some of these creators, they're actually doing commentary too, like Ross, like aka Rubber Ninja, Jaden, Odd Ones Out, Circle Tunes, and Tier Zoo. They're doing commentary as well with Domix's crew and a lot of Smash commentators.
Yeah, I was not aware that all these these animators and sketch artists they like Smash. But you'd love to see it though. I mean, yeah, these are all very very talented individuals. I'm kind of disappointed that Odd Ones Out is not in this because I think I remember seeing a tweet from him saying a little while ago that he likes Smash. And I believe he also said that he likes playing Bowser. So
oh my,
as someone who also enjoys playing Bowser, I fully support it. So fortunately, he's not gonna be in it, but still got a bunch of other very great YouTubers also participating. So okay, and coming up, literally I think the same weekend.
Yeah.
Is Playing for Pride. This is happening June 20th to June 21st.
Oh, yeah. So I actually didn't really know about this tournament until last week. And, well, as it sounds, it is a charity for... it says that they're donating to the Stonewall Community Foundation. And the prize pool is $1,500. And, yeah, it's a charity for the LGBTQ plus community. And like I think it's amazing what they're doing. Like I really enjoy it when when these charity events happen in the Smash community, because people are like to always like
I think
They always
the
want
issue is
stuff like
there's
with Smash. Yeah, but
yeah, a lot of people, a lot of like when people think of competitive Smash, it's not oftentimes thinking about these big social issues. Like we're just gamers, you know, we don't really have much impact in those. Like we're just sitting at home playing video games. What are we really doing to help?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, but seeing this stuff is encouraging. Seeing people come together and being, you know, being proactive, you know, and showing that, you know, we're all, even though we're gamers, you know, we're still people. Like we're people with good morals, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at the attendees right now. Right now, there's like over 1,000 attendees, and some notable players. We have MK Leo, right here. Hungry Box as usual. Meister, Mr. R, Pandarian, Best Ness, Stroder. Let's see here. Who else do I recognize? Oh, Curaflax. He's from my region. We have the Wi-Fi Warrior, Epic Gabriel. Yeah, and Marvelous Marco, who's also from my region. He's a really good Toon Link, by the way. Shout outs to him.
Solid. Also, now that you mentioned Mr. R, I also forgot to mention, checking Twitter today, actually, it is his birthday. So, obviously, we're recording this not when the episode comes out, but, you know, I guess happy belated birthday to Mr. R. You know, Dank Crom main / Snake / I forget who's the other secondary is. So yeah, also worth mentioning for the Playing for Pride tournament, they're sponsored by HyperX, and there are going to be a lot of giveaways for t-shirts, tote bags, accessories, and all that bunch of stuff. So if you want any of that stuff, you know, tune in, watch a stream. They'll give out stuff for free.
Do you know when registration ends? Probably it'll probably be closed by the time this goes up, but just wondering.
Yeah, so both, you know, 2 tournaments this weekend coming up. Both very cool.
It's today.
Gonna be... Oh, well, ripped.
Yeah.
But yeah, and either way, you know, it's kind of unfortunate they're both at the same time because, like, it's going to be hard to watch both of them if they're going on at the same time. But either way, definitely tune in to watch at least one of them. You know, I'd highly recommend it. So, okay.
Either way, they're both going to a good cause.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've talked a lot of Smash, a lot of tournaments, about DLC, all that stuff. I just want to give a quick, quick self-promotion to this channel. You know, it's very new, you know, first episode and all. Make sure to follow the podcast on Twitter if you want to get updates and stuff. Sometimes we might do giveaways going forward, wink wink, you know, free giveaways. And it'll be important to follow the podcast on Twitter if you are at Smash and Chat. Also, if you're watching this on Twitch right now, please consider giving a follow to the podcast on Twitch which is at my personal Twitch channel, Midnight Army, because I mean, hell, like I can't be bothered to set up another Twitch channel. It took me like months to set up just one, so I'm not gonna go through the headache again. Yeah. Also, you know, apart from just this podcast too, I hopefully want to start streaming more soon, which may be difficult because I do have, you know, a new job coming up, which I'm not gonna get into. But I'm gonna try my best. And if you guys want to watch random streams, also tune into my buddy Subside's Twitch channel, which Subside 100 on Twitch, I believe, correct?
Yeah, it's Subside 100 pretty much everywhere, so it's not that complicated.
Yeah, we'll put all the links in the description and on the screen too, so when I do some editing later. Okay. All right, now done with that, let's talk about stages, because it's been a bit of a hot topic actually recently on Twitter, as far as, you know, I think ever since Meister posted a pic of his suggested, you know, the important word being suggested rule set for competitive stages. For those of you who are not familiar with competitive Smash, there are a lot of different stages in Smash, but only a very select few are actually used for competitive play. You know, considering they're not they don't have a ton of like stage hazards and obstacles and stuff that otherwise hinder play. For the starter stages, or like for the first game of every set, one of these 5 stages will always be picked for starter. I think the universal starters would be Battlefield, Final Destination, Smashville, Town and City, and Pokemon Stadium 2. Town and City sometimes, I think, could be counterpick, but most of the time I think it's usually starter. And then for counterpick stages, some of the most common counterpicks are Kalos Pokemon League, Lilac Cruise, Yoshi's Story, and I think that's really it, right? Just those 3? Unless I'm forgetting something else.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so those have been the most accepted stages, and I feel like most people I would say didn't really have an issue with that rule set. However, Meister on his stream recently came up with his own recommended stage list, which consisted of most of the same starters and counter picks, but with a couple interesting exceptions. I'll go through them right now. He still has Battlefield, Final Destination, and Yoshi's Story as starters, and Smashville. However, he has Pokemon Stadium 1 instead of Pokemon Stadium 2, which is, I guess, not the most egregious change. They're very similar. I think PS1 is a little bit smaller, width-wise. The platforms are a little bit lower, and the Smash Zone, the Blast Zone, I think at the bottom, I think it's lower so that you die less quickly than PS2. Mm-hmm. But I feel like most of the changes are not huge. Also, the bottom of the stage is also rounder, more like Final Destination, so it's less likely you're gonna get pineappled at the bottom. But yeah, so anyway, PS1, PS2, I feel like pick your poison. I don't think it's that big a change. His counter picks, though, he has Town and City as a counter pick, which strays from the usual starter stage it usually is. And his last two counter picks, this is where it gets interesting, because he has Warioware as the second counter pick, and Unova Pokemon League. Is it Unova or Unova?
Unova.
Unova? Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay, so let's start off with, I think of the changes he made, I think most people are talking about WarioWare. So,
oh my god,
okay.
Dude, I don't like
so
WarioWare.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll be upfront. I don't like WarioWare at all. I think it used to be legal when it was when Ultimate first came out, and a lot of people were complaining about how small it is, and I agree. I think it's really small.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I don't know. I may be biased. I main a zoner, but still, I think it's still pretty small for.
See, this is where Meister had something going. He had, he was thinking about this. Okay.
But yeah. I will think it should be on a stage list, in my opinion.
All right. I actually like WarioWare. I'll tell you why. All right. I don't know what it is. I think objectively speaking, it's not a very good stage. It's super small. It's got two platforms. You can camp at the top pretty easily.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's WarioWare. It's just something about it. The look of the stage is hilarious. The cartoony crayon background. I just love the look of the map. But it would just be chaos for just such a small map to be a counter pick. I linked I'll include it in the video when I release it. But there's a Twitter clip of, or not a clip, it's just a picture of Hero using Magic Burst in the middle of WarioWare, and it covers the entire map. Imagine seeing that in a tournament. Oh my god. Yeah, but the blast zones on the sides are very close to, so you'll see a lot of jank. You'll see Royce killing with side B at 40. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think the main reason why Meister said he likes WarioWare is because of the small, the stage being small. You can't camp on such a small stage. Which I definitely see. Well, but it would really mess up zoner characters, projectile characters, and some characters have a very favorable matchups on that map. Mm-hmm. So I think it'd be fun to watch as a spectator if you're not if you don't really care about actually playing on it, but it would not be fun for the players, I feel for most of players.
Mm-hmm. But an argument that people bring up for including stages like WarioWare, small stages, is that the point of a counter pick is to obviously choose a stage that will benefit you and not your opponent. So let's say that your opponent is a zoner and you want to kill them early, or not give them enough space to throw out their projectiles. Obviously, you do want to choose WarioWare because it would be good for you, because that's the point of a counter pick. But in my opinion, I feel with a stage that small, I don't think there's I think it will be even too too small for non-zoners. As you could see in that picture of Hero using Magic Burst covering the entire stage.
What you said is 100% true. I definitely agree. The counter, obviously the point of the counter pick is to give yourself an advantageous stage. But I will say, if you're a character who's gonna suffer very badly from playing on WarioWare, naturally that's gonna be an instant ban. Why would you ever play it? So that kind of frees up, another stage that may help your opponent. So I don't know. It can be extremely one-sided depending on the matchup. I don't think it's ever going to be legalized, but I think it's just a funny thing to think about.
Oh my god! Remember when Castle Siege was legalized?
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what though. I would love Castle Siege to be legalized because you can use Palu Explosive Flame. It can go under the ledge. Oh my god, that'd be
Oh my god.
That'd be Christmas. I also apologize. I love to bring up the fact that I'm a D-Gen Palu main. I'll say it all the time. I have no shame. I love to play all the Jane characters. I love to play Bowser and Game & Watch and all that stuff.
They're hilarious. I love them.
Okay, let's go on to the other stage of topic. And one that I didn't think was as divisive initially when I first saw this pick, but Unova Pokemon League, which I think also was legal at one point.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason right now that it's not legal is because it messes up teleport recoveries. So again, that's why I'm not in favor of Unova being legal, but yeah, I guess I like the stage though. It's a pretty balanced, good it's a good medium stage, I feel like. I'm saying this off the cuff. I don't know how big it is, but it feels like it's a pretty modest sized stage. It's not huge like Kalos, but it's not small like Smashville, for example.
Yeah, exactly. For characters with teleport recovery, so going into specifics on that. So just like Kalos, Unova has on the sides of the stage, they're completely they go straight down all the way to the blast zone, except on Unova. Near the blast zone, there is a slant that goes towards the stage a little bit. So for teleport recovery characters, let's say that you're hugging the wall and you're trying to recover. If you use it right there, because of the slant will push you out, and you will not grab the ledge. You'll just go out in SD.
See, I knew I wasn't garbage when I kept SDing doing teleport recovers. I swear, I was like, what the hell, I was like, there got to be something wrong with this game, and I was actually right. So I'm glad that I have some confirmation there. But joking aside, though, I wouldn't be super opposed to it. I mean, again, it's another instance of where counter picks, it would be advantageous to pick them depending on your character. So it just forced your opponent to ban that stage, and hopefully pick something that would still favor you a little bit, depending on the other ones.
Yeah, I don't really mind Unova either. I like it for the same reasons as Kalos. I'm pretty sure that the platforms are a little bit different. I'm not exactly on the specifics, and I don't know about the blast zones either. I think they're a little bit smaller than Kalos too. But if I were to make a stage list, I wouldn't put Unova or Kalos in the same one. I would have to choose either one of them because I think they're too similar to be included on the same stage list, I guess.
I don't know. I like Kalos. I personally, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's good for Palu or not or anything, but the look of the stage is good. I will say that it definitely is pretty conducive to camping though. It's a very big stage, and I think that's mostly the issue. I think why Meister didn't include Kalos on his list, which I can agree with.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
That's fair. That's fair then.
So I guess one last question to wrap up this topic of stages. If you could pick any stage, just it can be a meme pick, it can be an objectively good pick, to add into the legal stage list, which one would it be and why?
Oh, okay. If honestly, I love Fountain of Dreams. And with hazards on, with the platforms moving and stuff, I love that. It looks so beautiful, and it hurts me to not see it on any stage list because of the frame drops. and like it chugs the game too. It makes me so sad because it looks amazing, and it just doesn't get any love because of the how the game works.
That's a pretty solid pick. I didn't think about that one actually.
How about you?
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, meme pick King of Fighters Stadium. I just want to have like a traditional.
That sounds sick, actually.
just get hit with, like a DK back throw at like 15 years dead.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, there's just like walls, aren't there? Like, aren't there walls?
Yeah, but like you just hit with attack that's like a Crom forward tilt right next to the wall. You're just dead.
Yeah, that'd
so
be funny.
early.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty
like
hilarious.
Nest back throw.
Yeah. Shoot. But as far as like an actual stage that could be decent, some people say like Woohoo Island.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that's a joke or not, but I think that's a pretty cool stage too. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Have you seen that that Twitter account legalize Woohoo
Oh
Island?
yeah. I've seen that.
He's so funny. Oh my god.
I hope that guy is not busy with his life because he's not going to be doing anything else because that stage is never getting legal.
Yeah. What I'm really glad about, like, stage lists is that none of them include Lilat, or at least some of them do, which I don't like. I don't like Lilat. Lilat is
Not a fan of Lilat.
No, because like, okay, Smash 4 complete jank. I don't know why that was legal. Smash Ultimate, it's better now, but it's still there's still like a lot of jank with it, and I don't want to take that risk. I do like the platform arrangement though. I think that's good. It's just that the ledge,
the ledge is pretty bad.
You just never grab it,
Yeah, I mean, another thing is also, while I'm fighting a game, I don't want to see, like, spaceships shooting lasers and flying in space, like, at a hyper speed.
That's pretty distracting.
That's a minor thing, but, I don't know. Not a huge fan of that. Okay, I think with that, we have one more topic that I was hoping to talk about, and that is a tweet from top 5 player in the game. I don't know what his actual PGR rank is. I think it's, like, 3 or something. Everyone's favorite Zero Samus main Mars. He asked a simple question: who is better in Ultimate, DK or Bayonetta? And I don't know if he was expecting the amount of like votes and response to his tweet, but I think there's over 20,000 people voted in this poll, and the vast majority of voters picked DK over Bayonetta. Now, I brought this up late. I knew about this tweet. I don't know if my friend Subside knew about this tweet, but I just wanted to ask him, kind of like out of the blue, to hear his who he thinks is better without me knowing ahead of time. So what I'm gonna do is I want to count to 3, and on 3, I want you to say who you think is better, DK or Bayo, and I'll do the same.
All
okay.
Right.
1, 2, 3, DK.
DK.
Okay, that was extremely delayed, but okay, we agree.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, DK basically. Bayonetta's nerfs? Nah, it's like she got nerfed too hard. Well, I wouldn't say like too. Actually, no, I think she got nerfed too hard in Ultimate. Like she did deserve nerfs, but not this hard.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with you. I think compared to Smash 4, Bayo is just hot ass. Like she just has such a hard time killing. Like she doesn't have those like insane strings she had before.
Yeah,
and I think. I think this tweet or reply that from Tweak in the same thread. He also thinks that DK is better, and I agree with a lot of the points he made. He says that DK has a stronger neutral, better advantage state, and better frame data. And while DK obviously has much worse disadvantage than Bayonetta, I feel like DK's strengths and the wild card factor with his unique side throw. And his just throws in the cargo throw and throws in general. They add a little bit of jank factor that I feel like a lot of people aren't used to. Or if you don't know the matchup well, you can get absolutely bodied. And it's interesting also that Samsora also replied to this tweet saying that he thinks Bayo is better. Which is kind of surprising because Samsora opinions. But I mean, this is the same person who I've seen many a time get dumpstered by Naira's DK. So I'm a little surprised he said that, but I don't know. I really just can't see how people think Bayo is better. That's just my opinion. I'm not like, I don't know the ins and outs of Bayonetta or DK, I guess, but just from what like, just in terms of like also ease of use, like Bayo is pretty hard to play if you don't know how to use her.
Yeah.
Whereas DK,
agreed.
like, DK's combos are like a lot easier to hit. So that's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents on it. But I'm glad, we have the same consensus or idea.
I think that, like, in my opinion, they're kind of like, to me, they're kind of like the opposite, I guess. Like, with DK, you could kill, like, he's super strong, he can kill early, but he's combo food, like, insane combo food. But with Bayo, at least Bayo has, like, some kind of a projectile with her, like, with her bullets or something. And she doesn't really, but she can't kill that early or that late, but she's not that much of combo food, so like they're pretty like opposite to me, but I still think that DK is better just because he can kill really early and he has some combos at least that I've been styled on with.
Yeah, I mean, make no mistake. I mean, it's not like it's a huge gap or anything. Like, DK's not like miles better than Bayo by any means. But, like, I think, just all things considered, I just think DK's neutral and his advantage state is just so strong that, like, I think if you play him correctly and you have, like, you don't have, like, an impossible matchup, like, you're not up against, like, Chrom or, like, or Palu, like, you have a decent, you'll have a better chance, I feel like, than playing as Bayo, who, like, her combos are not nearly as reliable. And while her disadvantage is better, it's like, winning neutral is what wins you games. And it's just, like, Bayo has a harder time doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you spend, like, most of the game in neutral, so that makes sense.
Alrighty. Well, I think, unless there's anything, I mean, again, this is our first episode, so I wasn't expecting this to go super long. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to talk about, especially, I'm really hoping by episode 2 the ARMS DLC is going to come out, because
me too.
It said it's going to come out by the end of June, and it's like halfway through it. So more likely than not, the first thing we're going to be talking about in the next episode is we're talking about the ARMS DLC, which again, fingers crossed, really hoping it's Twintel, at least a costume, and we're not talking about Master Mummy or something. But yeah, I guess. Anything else you wanna say? Shout outs, whatnot, before we wrap up?
I just want to say, like, thank you for having me here. Like, this has been really fun so far, and I'm really looking forward to, like, future episodes.
Yeah, I'm very happy you're here, because talking by myself is not something that I'm particularly amazing at. So just being able to have another voice, another set of eyes to, like, have these actual conversations is very, I can't thank you enough for joining me on this podcast. And hopefully we can grow us into something cool.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Alrighty, guys. Well, with that, we're going to end episode 1 of the Smash and Chat podcast. Again, follow us on Twitch and Twitter. I'll put links in the description. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed.